In this video, we are going to talk about what a right triangle is. So in order to talk about the right triangle, we first need to know what is a right angle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first talk about the right angle. So let's talk about right, R-I-G-H-T, right angle. So what is a right angle? Let's start over there. So a right angle is basically an angle with measure 90 degrees. And if you remember, degree, the unit of angle is basically a degree, or we can also use like a or radian, but we are going to stick with the degree right now. So let's first focus on the degree only. So the unit that we are going to use is degree, and when we talk about the degree, we will write a number. So in this case, like as you can see, the value is 90, and then I'm writing a 0 at the top. So this is the symbol for degree. So this is our first important piece of information. Now the second thing that we need to remember is angle is measured in counterclockwise direction. So now let's try to understand what is a counterclockwise. So the counterclockwise is basically like, this is a clock, and this is 12 over here, this is 3, this is 6, and this is 9, and then again 12. If you remember, the hand of the clock goes from 12 to 3, from 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12. But if we go opposite to this direction, so this is basically a clockwise movement. But if we go opposite to this direction, like from 12 to 9, 9 to 6, 6 to 3, and 3 to 12, then this movement will be counterclockwise. So if we measure the angle, we need to measure in counterclockwise. Then the angle will be positive angle. You must be wondering, what if I measure the angle clockwise? Then in that case, which is this situation right here, then the angle will be what? The value of angle will be negative. Right? So these two things we need to remember. Now the third thing we need to remember for the right angle is the symbol. So the symbol for, this is the third thing, the symbol for the angle is basically the right angle is this symbol. And whenever you see this symbol, this means what? It's given that the angle is 90 degrees. Alright? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider a right triangle. So, let's consider a right triangle. How do I know this is a right triangle? I have this symbol given. So, if this symbol is given, it means what? This angle is 90 degrees. So, if this is a right triangle, I'm going to name it. So, my right triangle is basically what? A, B, C, which is a right triangle. And the side opposite to A is small a. Side opposite to B is small b. And side opposite to C is small c. Now, first thing we need to write it down is the name of the side opposite to right angle is known as hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. So the name of the side opposite to right angle is hypotenuse. If I consider angle A, so I'm going to use a symbol, and I'm going to use a symbol, this symbol is known as theta. So if I consider my angle A, then this angle will be known as my reference angle. And if A is my reference angle, then the name of the side opposite to A, which is basically small a, that is known as opposite. And name of the side next to angle A or theta, this side is known as adjacent. So, if ABC is a right triangle at angle C, then the name of the side opposite to right angle, which is small c, is hypotenuse. If we consider A as the reference angle, then the side opposite to A, the name of that side will be opposite, and name of the side next to reference angle is known as adjacent. Now, you must be wondering, what if we take B as the reference angle? If I switch and say, you know what, I want to take B as my reference angle. And if B is my reference angle, and I'm going to take another symbol which is like alpha, as you can see, hypotenuse is always opposite to the right angle, so hypotenuse will not change. But name of the side opposite to reference angle is now B. So if I consider B as my reference angle, then opposite will replace the adjacent, and adjacent will replace the opposite. So as you can see, changing the reference angle changes the opposite and adjacent. This one opposite and adjacent. But changing the reference angle does not change the hypotenuse, because hypotenuse stays the same. And the reason why, because hypotenuse is opposite to the right angle, and we are not changing the location of the right angle. We are changing the reference angle. So you will see a question where reference angle is changed, and if you change the reference angle, opposite and adjacent will interchange each other, but hypotenuse stays the same. And this is all about the right triangle.